Are you looking to stretch your spine, to give your back a little love? Maybe you've been sitting too long and you just need to do some yoga. Well, this class is just for you. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I've got a lovely chair-based yoga class that is really helpful for those of us that are feeling tight through our spine. We're going to do a lot of mobility work and stretching for our lower back, mid back, and chest. We do want a chair for this class. We'll start and end seated, and there'll be a little section where we are standing, but still it is using the chair to help deepen those stretches and to be kind and gentle to our body. So you don't even need a yoga mat for this class. Go ahead, take a seat. Let's get started. We'll start today seated, and I'd invite you to walk your sitting bones a little closer to the front edge of your chair and pause right there. Place your hands on your lap, roll the shoulders down, try to lift up and out of the waist as much as possible. If you'd like to close your eyes with me, go ahead. If you prefer to keep them open, that is always okay. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Big deep sigh out the mouth. Again, great big inhale. Big breath out. One more time. Let it go. Seal your lips together, breathe through the nose. Try to grow 2 centimeters higher. With eyes opened or closed, dip your chin to your chest, pause. Blink the eyes open when you're ready. Roll your right ear to right shoulder, looking forward to me as you do so. Extend the left hand away. Reach for an imaginary doorknob and start to twist the doorknob back and forth. As you do so, you might start to experience a little bit more of a stretch there through the top of the neck or maybe even underneath the shoulder blades. Pause, reach the arm further out and away. Drop the hand back to your lap. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, point your nose to your right shoulder. Roll your chin back to your chest. Left ear rolls to left shoulder. Think right ear up high, right shoulder down low. Extend the arm away. And again, grab your imaginary doorknob and begin to twist back and forth. Taking that fast, slow, feeling free to pause at any moment that feels good. Slowing that down, reaching the arm out and away. Take one more big inhale. Set the hand back on your lap. Pause for another inhale. As you exhale, point your nose to your left shoulder. Roll your chin back to the center of your chest. Bring your gaze upright, reach the hands down, flip the palms to me, lift the hands up to about shoulder height. If there's a bend or they're lower, that's of course fine. But as much as you can, envision I am holding your wrist, pulling them apart. Could we engage our tummy a little bit more, protecting our low back, rising out of our waist? Flip your right palm up to the sky, left palm down. Is that as far as you could go? Could you take those rotations a little bit more? Almost like my right hand is trying to reach behind me, same with the left. If your shoulders lift and move in this one, it is perfectly okay. Switch opposite direction. Go back and forth, saying hello to the chest, the shoulders a little bit more. And you might even begin to almost, not quite cat and cow, I suppose, but just allowing your spine to move with you. Slow yourself down, point both palms back to me, reach your right hand up to the sky, more in a diagonal angle, and then left hand down. So we've got that big, beautiful, long line. Take a big inhale, exhale, switch. Pause, stretch, big inhale, exhale, switch. Let's do that once or twice more. Just waken up the body. This time, right hand stays up, left hand stays low, pause. 3 times, big inhale. As you exhale, reach your left hand up to meet the right and bring it down. Now notice my shoulders are staying pointing to you at the moment. I'm just finding more mobility for my shoulders. This time, as I lift my hand up, I'm going to twist through my spine, turning my nose up to my hand and then open back up. Feel free to do that again a few more times, or if it felt better to keep your shoulders facing me, of course do so. Last time, lift the hand up. Open it out, pause. Right hand down, left hand high, big deep stretch. A few times at first, shoulders face me. We're really just working on that shoulder mobility, almost like you're pulling the shoulder blade away from your spine, opening up that space a little bit more. When and if you so choose, you can start to twist through the spine. That feels so good for the middle of my back there. Just getting a little twist, always one of my favorites. Once or twice more, go at your own pace. Remember, everything's a suggestion. You don't have to follow me 100%. Take both hands up nice and high. Maybe you even stretch them all the way to the sky. Pretend you're a kid hanging from monkey bars. Stretch a little longer. Take one more big inhale, and as you exhale, let your hands float down like little feathers back to your lap. Take note of how you're feeling. Step the feet a little wider than the hips, not a giant straddle, just a little space. Send your fingertips down towards your knees and take a small hinge here. Don't worry about how close you come to the ground, to your thighs. Instead, focus on a long, flat back at first, reaching the ears a little higher. Push down, rise up. Again, slide the fingers down, a little hinge. You might go a little deeper this time. Push down, rise up. This time, hinge and pause. Tuck your chin to your chest. Pretend there's a giant beach ball in between your legs, or one of those huge stability balls. I want you to begin to drape over the ball. Now, you do not have to forward fold as deeply as me. We might be up a little higher. No matter where you're at, though, think about tucking the pelvis and leaning forward. Depending on your range of motion, you could slide your hands down the front of your shins. You might be able to reach for your ankles or the floor. Don't take it so far just to make the shape. If you are forward folding and it feels like you're straining your back, lift up. We want a bit of a stretch going on, but it shouldn't feel like you're having to hold your breath and with all your might send yourself forward. It should feel relaxing. So wherever you're at, whether you've got your hands to your lap, maybe you're letting dangle or down, just let yourself settle there for a moment and really focus on tucking the tail a little bit more. The more you must pull your pubic bone up towards your belly button, most likely we'll start to feel a bigger stretch through our lower back and the mid back. Now pause, slowly roll yourself up to seated. Lift up a little taller out of the waist. How we feeling? And you can keep the feet in place. You might want to heel toe them a little bit more narrow this time. It's up to you, because again, we'll reach our fingers forward, take the hinge. This is going to be different. Do tuck the tail here and keep that beach ball higher. Take a higher beach ball forward fold. Could we dangle one or both hands between the legs? Let the shoulders separate. And this is a little bit funky, but swivel or kind of roll or just shake your shoulders. And then pause. Think about tucking the tail a little bit more, contracting the tummy, a further deeper forward fold, dropping the chin to chest. One more big inhale, little shake. This time as you pause and exhale, take your deepest forward fold wherever that might be for you. Remember, it's not what it looks like, it's how it feels. You do not have to look like me at all. Roll yourself up to a nice tall seat. Now we'll come up to standing for this next little section, and instead of coming behind the chair, we'll actually stand in front of the chair. You have two options at first. The less intense option is to hold on to the front of the chair right here, having your back in a long flat line, albeit it's diagonal, or we can place our hands on the chair. You could even grip it. That might be nicer on some of our wrists. And it's almost like we're in a tabletop. Knees do not have to be straight. Keep them nice and bent. Let's begin to purposefully cat and cow. Now, depending on your body, you might focus on a specific area. If your upper body is a little bit more tight, think about your heart, reaching your heart up through the space between your shoulders as we round our back. And then reaching your heart down towards the chair as you arch. If it's your mid-back, just pay attention to how you're able to move through your vertebra. Is it easy? Is it hard? If it's your lower back and maybe your hamstrings we want to focus on, think about your pelvis. Sticking your tushy up to the sky as you arch. Pointing your tailbone down, tucking the pubic bone to belly button as you round. Slow yourself down and hold. Find a long spine if possible, navel in, chest open. A couple of times let your shoulders actually push up and down. Think about letting your heart, your chest reach down to the chair and then opposite direction. It's perfectly fine if we do not 100% look alike. I know this little shoulder protraction, retraction is kind of a funky one to do, but it can feel oh so nice. Slow that down again. Take a step or two back from the chair. You might walk your hands closer to the front edge, put more weight in your feet, a big bend in the knees, and a little forward fold here. Notice how it feels different to take this forward fold standing with the chair to support us, but focus on the area of the back of the body where you need a little more attention. Does it feel good to really round here? Would you rather hold a deeper version of an arched back? It's absolutely fine with me to pick one spot or the other that feels a little bit better for you. Bring more weight into your feet. Let your hands dangle to the floor. It's perfectly fine if we're way up here or even further down. Like we did in our seat though, shake your shoulders for a moment. Really let all of the tension, everything through the back, just relax, pause, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Stand tall, stand straight, ears lift high, big inhale, stretch the hands high. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Walk a little closer to the chair, grab the back of the chair and take a step or two back, softening through the knees. Now again here, it's more important to me that our spine is long than our legs are straight. So just find this nice big L stretch, our standing downward dog, and hold. Bend the knees a little deeper and reach your sitting bones, your tailbone, to the wall behind you. Put a soft bend in the knees if there isn't already. Keep the weight evenly distributed between your right and left foot and straighten your right leg. So make sure that you didn't rock your weight over into your right and left foot. It stayed even. Could you tip your right sitting bone a little bit up to the sky? It's almost like I'm giving you permission to arch the back. Rebend both knees. Now same thing other side. Straighten the left. Keep the weight even between the two. Lightly tip your pubic bone up to the sky. Rebend both knees. This time, drop your right hand down and you might give it a little shake, a little wiggle, kind of letting the shoulder move. From here, reach for your left leg. Keep evenly distributed weight between right and left leg. Start to straighten the left leg. That is going to be a big stretch for our whole back. Depending on how you're feeling, you might turn and look underneath your left armpit. I like to hold on to my leg and almost use that to propel me into a deeper stretch for the whole of my back. Take a nice big inhale. Slowly unravel. Bring both hands back up to the back of the chair, soft bend in the knees. Feel free to wiggle, to move, to cat and cow a little bit, do your thing. And then from here, again, we'll drop now the left hand down. You can wiggle, shake, and catch your right leg. Weight stays even as you straighten the right, bending the left, maybe a little deeper, and starting to turn your nose back behind you, looking to the wall away. You can really focus on sending the sitting bone back, almost tipping the right sitting bone to the sky, or you can focus on trying to twist a little bit more. No hurry, no rush. Unravel. Grab hold of the chair. Walk your toes closer. Round the back more. Roll yourself up to standing. Big inhale, stretching the hands nice and long. Exhale, flip the palms, push them down. Come back down to a seat with me. Feet parallel. Ears lifting high. Take a pause and notice what's changed since the beginning of class. Slide your fingers to your knees. Take a hinge here. Navel in, chest open. Turn your nose over towards your right side. Feel that nice stretch there. Slide your right hand to hip. Carry your left hand over to the right side of your knee and begin to twist here. How does that feel? If it's too much to stay in the angle as you twist, you can do it upright. That's okay. Depending on your body though, I might push a little more into my right leg. I might extend my right hand away. It can feel so good through my back. Take one more big inhale. Slowly unravel. Return to your long, straight spine. And then point your nose to the left. Slide your left hand to hip. Cross your right hand over to the knee. Start to twist. Is it good just to open up across the chest? Do you want to extend your left hand away? Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Big inhale. Exhale, unravel. Push down, rise up. Again, big inhale, hands lift high, flip the palms to face me, push into your feet, rise a little higher. Find that big, beautiful stretch here. Could we exhale and twist to the right? Now in a tall seat, right hand forward, left hand back. Oh, I said that the opposite direction, didn't I? That's okay. You can point your nose to the wall behind you. And if we want to, we might take our left hand once more to our right knee to deepen the twist. One more big inhale. As you exhale, keep your left hand in place, swim your right hand up and over and cross it to the opposite side of the room. Lift the left hand, so we're making a little cross. Now a few options. We can make genie arms, we can hug. Depending on the flexibility of our body, we might take a full or a little half bind of our eagle arms. It doesn't matter what variation you're in, everyone's bodies are different. No matter where you are though, circle your elbows and allow your shoulder blades to separate. Circle in the opposite direction. Unravel, let the hands go. Rise up, again, big inhale, hands lift high. Exhale, twist to your left. Left hand back, right hand forward. Right hand crosses to left knee. You can deepen the twist. Keep your right hand in place. Circle your left hand up and over. Cross it to the right. Cross the right to the left. And again, we can hug. We can make our eagle arms. We might stack like genies. It's up to you. Wherever you're at, circle your elbows around. Let the upper back move. Circle in the opposite direction. Relax, let the hands roll to your lap. Shoulders down, ears high, pull the belly button in. Close the eyes again if you feel comfortable with that, and notice what's changed through your body. Take a great big inhale through your nose. Big breath out the mouth. Again, a great big inhale. Big breath out. One more time. Let it go. Seal your lips together. Breathe through the nose. Take a pause to think about all that you've accomplished in class today, all your body does for you each and every day. And as always, my friends, a little nod of your chin to your chest, a big pat of yourself on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed class. I cannot wait to see you again.